All right, recording has started, and this is the February 8th, 2022 Rook Community Meeting. Let's see here. So let's catch up on some of the recent milestones and upcoming patch releases, etc. as well. Let's see. So I don't know if there's too much going on for 1.7 right now. It looks like we had our last 1.7.11 a couple weeks ago, I guess, and not as specifically planned .12. So we could take a look at the board here and see if there's anything really important to bring up, or mostly just normal schedule stuff.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's a clear board, no new issues since the last release. So that may have been our final 1.7 release.
Excellent.
It's looking good.
Yeah, 11 patches out there is pretty good dedication to getting improvements in there. So feel good about that. All right, and more recently, then we had a 1.8.4 go out, and then we will have a scheduled 1.8.5 for February 17th coming up here in about 1 week or so, end of next week. All right, so yeah, let's talk about the important issues here then for the next 1.8 release.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing real urgent. It's just whatever we get in the next week or so would be included in the release. There's definitely some things in progress. Let's see, that one application pod. Oh, there's a couple issues around Multis that Blaine is working on, trying to get it's a whole new design really on how we approach Multis. I don't know, Blaine, if it's worth talking about here, just that it's in progress.
Yeah, I think it's enough to say that it's in progress. It's an interesting and pretty complex thing to explain, I guess, as networking always seems to be to me.
Yeah. So we hope to have that in, yeah, I don't know if it'll be for .5, but maybe the following patch release. We'll just see how the testing goes. And let's see, what else do we have?
Hey, where was that one? Oh, this one here. That's this guy right here.
Yeah, Multis.
What's this red markings here? What is that indicating?
I think that means
it's closed.
It can't merge,
Yeah.
I think.
Or
Oh no, that's the old one that was closed. Yeah.
yeah,
So there's
closed.
There's a new link.
Okay, yeah, then we could just add that onto the board instead of this one then, I guess.
Oh yeah, I just removed that one from the board.
Cool. All right, Travis, sorry, you're saying something else, Travis?
I was just looking at what else is in the list there. There's some discussion about Prometheus rules and if those are more of a first-class citizen in Rook, or if we remove, or if we don't install them with the operator. Yeah, so there's a PR related to that where we're discussing it, but I don't think we need to discuss it here. And then, I don't know, other things are just typical bug fixes in progress, CSI driver updates. Yeah, I don't know what else. Anything else for 1.8? Anybody else is thinking?
No other pressing issues here?
Guess not.
I don't think there is anything burning. No.
All right. Well, yeah. For .5, it looks like we'll just kind of have a regularly scheduled release then for the next patch there on February 17th. And with nothing pressing, there's no urgency to bump up that schedule or that train there.
Exactly.
All right. So then 1.9, looks, we got a little bit under a couple months there. And we're waiting till obviously that would be, well, there's typical release cadence that would be followed here already, but then that coincides nicely with when Quincy is available and coming out.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't heard much update. I mean, Quincy might be the first week of April or around then. So
are there any early? Oh, sorry, Travis, if you can finish.
No, that's all. Just that we'll see when Quincy is really, but we need
Okay.
to. I don't think I think Quincy is still marked as experimental, or you have to put a flag in the CR to allow you to run it since it's still experimental. So maybe in master we could update it so it's and try and get that official support going with the CI and everything.
Yeah, that was exactly what my question was going to be, is like, is it too early in to do things in main or master to, you know, start testing this and getting it in, or like what the state of Quincy itself is.
Right. Yeah, I think
We actually
we're
do
close
test
enough.
it.
Oh, it's already being
Yeah.
tested?
Oh, the
Yeah,
daily
because
tests,
we
right?
have daily jobs testing against various branches. So we have been testing on
Oh, cool.
Quincy for a few months already, and tests are passing. So yeah, looks promising.
Excellent.
It's just I don't think we have. I know there is a tag upstream for v 17 dot, but it's not a stable tag yet. And I don't think there is an official container build for such tag because we don't have a that. So, but still, we are running on Quincy already.
That's right. We may wait for the 17.1 tag
Yeah, or two. Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
before we update the main CI for PRs and all that. Yep.
Cool. And then just a quick note that Blaine, thanks for sharing that updated networky multisk related PR here. I've added it to the in progress column on the 1.8 board, so replace the other one. Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, cool. So then let's take a quick look then at the 1.9 project board and see if there's much to not much fleshed out there yet, though.
Yeah, we haven't spent much time putting things in the 1.9 board. I thought I just added a couple of other issues to it. So maybe I added them to the milestone instead of the project. I guess I'll double check on a couple of
Oh,
these,
perhaps.
but nothing real urgent.
I did read.
Oh, go ahead, Blaine.
Oh, I did realize this yesterday. I've been talking to some of the CFCSI developers about getting a CSI provisioner driver that will allow us to create NFS exports from persistent volume claims for Ceph NFS storage. So while most of that work is a CSI issue, I think there is some coordination to do in Rook as far as actually starting that provisioner driver. Optionally enabling that provisioner driver and having Rook deploy it, since Rook seems to be the thing in charge of deploying the Ceph CSI driver components.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else to add then for 1.9?
Actually, Jared, if you go back to that board, I was just looking at there's in the top right corner, it says add cards for new. And
This guy here?
Figure out, right.
Yeah, so they're all in the triage status.
Those are the ones that I tagged for 1.9, but why don't they just show up in the to-do column? Maybe the automation is not right for the to-do column.
Let's see. And maybe this button here. Boop. Yeah, move them to the to-do column automatically when they're added to the project. That makes sense instead of a triage step. So yeah, keep that one there. And then PRs, I wouldn't throw all PRs there, no. But issues, yeah, this looks good, huh?
That's what I was looking for. Yep. That's good.
Okay.
I think we might need PRs as well, because we don't always have an issue.
Well, PRs could go to the in progress column.
Oh yeah, okay. So is
or
that
or the review in progress column, actually.
All PRs, you think, or have we had that automation before? Would that be overwhelming with
Oh no, not all PRs. I meant just PRs
Oh, they get added to the project.
to the project.
Let's
Yeah.
let's see. Then let's see if we can manage that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
automation. And then PRs
Wait,
when
not-
they're
Hold on, not in
what?
progress. The
oh
review in progress.
Yeah, review. My bad. All right, team effort here. Team effort.
Well, I wonder if maybe in progress would be better. I don't, I mean, a PR can also be a draft PR. So like having that immediately go to review in progress is maybe not.
I guess in progress and review in progress there's a subtle difference. I think
Yeah.
the review in progress is having a PR open, but it certainly could be a draft still. Or it might be moved back to in progress just because it's not
Yeah, I guess
ready for review.
we can always move something back to in progress if we want to.
I'm fine either way, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't. This one doesn't have the same options, I guess. So you have to first add that sort of thing. Huh. Yeah, I think it makes probably a sense to the typical intent. I would assume the majority case is when a PR is open, then it's ready for review, or it's getting to that status. And if we want to, then moving it back to, hey, this is still a draft, it's still in progress, is probably the minority case, I bet. So yeah, so move pull requests here when they're added to the project. Makes sense to go to the review column then. Cool, and then we can add these guys here, the ones that were in triage. Add those. Are any of these? Should any of these be in progress?
Yeah, I think there is the remove definitely all remaining usage of context to do.
In
This
progress?
one is in progress. Yeah, it's in progress.
Cool.
Well, review is in progress actually. So I think
This
we're
one?
just waiting for. Yeah, we're just waiting for
Okay.
it to be merged.
Did somebody else move this? Or I didn't touch that one, did I?
Yeah, I just moved it.
Okay.
There's
okay.
a PR for it, but it's still early, so I left it in progress.
There we go. All right, we have converged here. Well done, everybody.
Oh, and Shabam has an early PR for that one, so that's moved over.
Yeah, this one is in progress too.
All right,
And then,
You're looking good.
well, I guess I'm in progress with that one. All right, yeah.
But
Something
this one's is this one done?
No, this
Not
one
in
is
progress.
pushed to every releases.
What's the?
It's super old as well.
Maybe it should just be removed from the 1.9 board, is what you're saying? Since there's no commitment yet.
I guess there is just no use cases for this right now. But well, yeah, I guess we never know. So.
Mhm.
Well, no. I'm not saying that there's no use cases. It's just I think it's more appropriate to say that there is no traction around it. There are obviously use cases, but yeah, not so much traction.
Good distinction. All right, cool. So I think we're mostly covered the milestones here. We can move on down to the community topics here. So Travis and Blaine, do you want to get us updated on the conversation y'all had with DataStax?
Yeah, and last time we talked about it, but you're gone, so we'll catch you up again. And
Yeah, catch me up, please. Thank you.
yep. So we met with them, and I can't remember his name already, but
Rags.
yeah, that's it. And anyway, he's a developer evangelist, and he was just reaching out to us because he saw something about Rook and Cassandra, and he just wanted to know what we're up to. And we're all, oh, well, we're looking for maintainers of this. Is your team interested? And he really hadn't realized it was something that big. So anyway, he was going to get back to his team and ask if there's interest in maintaining the Rook Cassandra project, but they do have another Cassandra operator that their team is more active with. And so the assumption is, well, probably they're just going to stick with the one that they've built, and we're not going to have maintainers for the Rook Cassandra operator. So I opened an issue, which I linked there, and basically suggesting that we officially deprecate the Rook Cassandra operator and point people to the Cassandra team's operator. And
Have you had any conversations with Yanis recently at all, or he's not
no,
present for that?
he's just moved on. So yeah, if it's not somebody's full-time job, it's just really hard to
Yeah, for
spend
sure.
the time on it.
Yeah, I understand that for sure.
And so we, in the last 2 weeks, we haven't heard back from Rags. And so I opened that issue about 2 weeks ago just so the community could be aware of it. There's been no comments on it or anything. Well, if you click on it, like, did anybody, at least I don't think anybody commented on it.
Click on this PR here.
That's an issue. Yeah, right there.
Oh, this guy.
Just curious if anybody acknowledged it. Nobody liked it or anything. Just
Yeah, no,
there's just
no reactions.
no reaction. But I just feel like maybe it's time to just go ahead and say, hey, this is deprecated. Update the README with a pointer to that, and just sort of make it more official that it's unsupported instead of having it in this limbo state.
Yeah, that's fine. And having it like stay in that deprecated state for a release cycle before it's like pulled completely is makes sense.
Well, and since we separated the repos, there are no more releases anyway.
Oh, not a release. That's fair. Maybe a time period then.
Well, I feel like if we just update the README with this is deprecated and go point people to the other one, then maybe we just leave it there indefinitely, because
I don't think we should be removing
supporting
code. Just make the repo read only and point to that maintained operator, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's totally reasonable.
Mhm.
I don't have a disagreement with this.
So if someone wants to maintain it, great. We just don't have that.
Send Giannis a link to the deprecation notice, and maybe that'll spark the passion in his heart again.
Right. Yeah, I should tag him on it. So
make sure to let him know for sure. Yeah, so he gets visibility on his baby.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Anything else to discuss then on that?
Yeah, just like this new operator, is that like really active?
Do we link to it in this issue?
Yeah, I think there's one. So can we click
this one here? Their own operator. Here we go.
I think I had like 300 commits, or was it
484 commits?
400. Okay.
Can you look at insights instead?
Insights.
Yeah. Typically, and contributors, I guess.
See the graphs.
Well, it looks like it's active.
It's still happening. Yeah.
Commits.
Yeah. Things are happening.
Let's look at releases too, just to see what that's doing. Oh, just tags? No official releases. Oh,
okay.
They must have a different release mechanism. V1.9.
Yeah, May, October, November. So yeah, the last release was in November, about 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, so I mean, there is traction, obviously, but it's not like super. The maturity there and like the release schedule in the community isn't like super obvious right now, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It looks more like a company-driven type of operator.
Who is this?
Not really
this org?
Open.
Is this like is this vendor backed from DataStax, or is this like they're trying to make a community thing?
I assume it's the upstream contribution or creation by DataStax.
Okay.
Also, as a note, I did some looking into which other Cassandra operators exist. I found an article from April last year. Apparently, the Cassandra Kubernetes Special Interest Group has coalesced around the CAS operator, which is, I think, DataStax's operator. So they're
this one here that we're looking at, Blaine.
Yeah,
I believe so. I know it also
cool.
had been like
That's good.
renamed and once or twice, and so like the naming is a little confusing. Yes, CAS operator.
Yep. Okay. So that is like the SIG and such like ecosystem is converging on it too.
I guess so. I don't believe it's a Kubernetes SIG, but a Cassandra SIG, based on my quick Google searching.
Well, there's
This
traction,
is,
it sounds like, then, in some conversions, at least in some portion of the ecosystem.
yeah, this is, I mean, for what it's worth, this is the like site that I found, but I'm not,
Oh, Apache.org.
yeah, so Apache does Cassandra, and so I guess
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
a Kubernetes, a Cassandra Kubernetes special
That's
interest group,
reasonable.
but
That's
So-
reasonable.
it seems like Cassandra's official is the CAS operator. So
Cool.
it seems reasonably
Okay.
something we can suggest.
Yeah, good point, Blaine. Yeah, thanks for finding that. That's useful. Cool. Okay, then anything else on the agenda here, or this short agenda is to its conclusion?
That's all I got.
Okay, sweet. All right, well, good seeing everybody. And then looks like we'll be working towards the next release for 1.8.5 and then the 1.9 stuff we talked about. And I guess that's it.
And what's left for the Google group Rook Dev to close that out?
I don't think much of anything. Then I think it's just a follow up that needs to get done.
Just click close or something,
Yeah, I
or
think so.
archive or whatever.
Yep, I got that issue.
All right,
All right.
sounds good.
Good to see you all.
Sounds good.
Take care.
Yeah, take care. Bye now.
Bye.
All right.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.
See you. Bye.